you as soon as I start getting going.
I'm inspired.
Awesome.
Hey, Coffee Shop Nomads. We're here at
Cafe La Foret in Vancouver.
With Brendan. And him and his friend Brandon have a company called...
So we're called the Laptop Globetrotters. So we're based out of Vancouver most of the year, but the whole point of us is we like to travel, and we found that the only way to really explore the world is to be able to run a business at the same time while you're traveling. That way you can create an income from anywhere in the world. Brandon and myself met at SFU, which is the Simon Fraser University. Brandon graduated because Brandon is 3 years older than me. He's that guy's 32 this year. He opened his own sports store, like a brick and mortar store, and pretty much he was like, "So Brendan, do you want in?" I was like, "Yeah, I do," because I don't want to work for a boss or anything. It was about $160,000 to start that. I took out I was working 4 jobs during university. I asked my parents for 20 grand. Brandon asked his parents for like 50 grand. And we dumped it all into one store. And we're like, this is gonna work. We're our own bosses. And the reason why we actually looked for something online was because we were getting our asses kicked by the online. So people would come into our store, try things on, try out new equipment, and be like, wow, this is really cool. I'm gonna go buy it online now. Wow. So it wasn't until 2015-ish, we met this couple online named Sean and Melissa Malone, and they ran and founded an affiliate program. So that's exactly what we do. Think of us as the middlemen, okay? So, for example, let's say we're drinking tea right now, okay? So let's just say you guys like tea, and in order for me to make an income or commission, I need to connect you guys to click on my link to buy this tea. Now, every time you purchase the tea, I get like a small little percentage, right?
So I've had some people say like you should get a job, like have a job while you get started. But what do you think? Like, at what point do you think you should go all in, or
That's a good question, and a lot of people ask me that. I tell people the breakthrough period is I tell people it's 6 months, but if people are like super like, oh, I don't know if that's fast enough, I'd be like, okay, listen, 3 to 6 months, 3 months if you absolutely commit to this. And I'm telling you, like, I want you to be messaging me like every day and being like, Brendan, how can I improve? What do you think about this? What do I wear that's more attractive on Facebook? Like, what can I do to improve? Anyone out there who wants to be a digital nomad is what I call people. Anyone that leverages a computer to make an income from anywhere in the world, you're in for a ride. You're in for a ride, and I tell people it's not going to be easy. But what if I told you, if you hustled non-stop and literally like shut out all of your for fun stuff and put that aside for 2 years? What if you could go part-time for your job? What if you could say you retire by 40? People think 65 is a regular thing. What if it was 40? I'm not telling you you're going to retire in 2 years. But what if you absolutely committed and delayed your gratification for 2 years to live the rest of your life like the rest of other people can't?
Yeah, the other day, a few of us got together and we're working at a coffee shop, and we were talking about how people see us as maybe workaholics, but it's just because we want to create our businesses, and like we're enjoying it, and we're learning and creating, and so we want to put the time in, like, to be successful.
When you work on something you're passionate about, and then you can just spend as much time as you want on it.
I tell people that pretty much if you work doesn't seem like work to me. No, because technically I'm working right now. Or when I jump on a call with my team and like kind of yo guys, like Facebook is a new animal this month, like try this and this. Who knew like wearing red is like 50% more clickable? And I'm just telling these people tips, or I'm creating like content videos, which is literally me having fun playing sports, and I'm just showing people like what I can do. It doesn't feel like work. And you could say I worked for 10 hours that day, but if you count me playing volleyball or going to the gym or like going on a road trip down to Portland like as work, then that's a hell of a lot of fun.
So like now that you're pretty much set up, what are your days like? Like what do you work on?
Yeah, so I'll wake up. Okay, so I'll do a day in the life of Brendan.
Yes.
So I'll wake up, I'll read, it's called The Magic, if you guys have read that. It's The Magic called Rhonda Byrne, from Rhonda Byrne. She's the author. And it's literally a daily practice of gratitude. So what that does is kind of get your mind right for the day. It kind of just teaches you how to be grateful for everything that you have. And it's crazy in the way society works. We naturally just think so negatively, and we're not grateful for what we have. So I always start the day off like being grateful. I'm grateful I'm here. I'm grateful I don't have to wake up and go to a job. I'm grateful I don't have an alarm clock. I have a roof over my head, and I have the ability to like do all of this, right? And after that, I'll usually make a tea, and then go on my Facebook, reply to all of my Facebook Messenger stuff, which is either from my team or groups, see what I got to do for the day. I usually do my criteria or agenda for the day the night before, and I like to have a structure to it. And it's funny because I literally schedule in like I would, for lack of a better word, like stupid time where you do like mindless stuff. Like I'll play PlayStation. It's okay to play PlayStation, okay? Or I'll set a time to like go for a walk. And during that time, just really, you can either do one of two things. You be grateful for everything you have, be grateful you can literally put one foot in front of the other. Or number two is you visualize yourself, your future self, of where you want to be at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, or in 5 years, in 10 years. And speak in the present. I like listening to like Randall Pitch. He's the creator of Live Fit. And then I listen to obviously Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, and then the MFCEO, which stands for the motherfucking CEO.
Okay.
And he literally is like, I like to call it smash mouth inspiration. So you wake up, you listen to him, he'll punch you in the face and be like, are you absolutely doing everything in your power to reach your goals and your dreams? And if you aren't, why the fuck are you listening to me right now? You're not doing something. And
I like it.
It's like in your face and straight to the point. And I kind of thrive off of that.
Yeah.
Like even all of those entrepreneurs and life coaches and everything, they will tell you that they always practice gratitude. Gratitude is the number one thing, and then number two is visualization of your goals. Because if you can't see yourself and convince your subconscious that you are going to be there in a few years, you won't get there. Because your number one enemy is literally right here. If you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel ugly, guess how you're gonna feel? You're gonna feel ugly. If you walk straight up, chest out, and say, I'm the fucking beast, you're gonna be a fucking beast. You can't let anything touch you that entire day. Anything anyone says to you, which will happen, like 100, I won't even say like 90%, 100% of the time, when digital nomads start their business, they're gonna be criticized by their friends, their family, that they don't want you to see you fail. And they just don't know how to voice it. Instead of giving you all this lip, saying, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Because the way we've been raised is to find a good job with great benefits, and maybe you can retire at 55 because that's 10 years early. And you know what, like, what digital nomads will say to that? fuck
Yeah.
that. No way am I gonna slave away and let someone tell me what I can do, when I can go on vacation,
Yeah.
and like how much money I'm worth. If you're gonna tell me that, well, go fuck yourself. Coffee Shop Nomads. Make sure you check out the links below. Hit me up on Instagram, on Facebook, anything. Honestly, I love to talk to other people, and don't look at me as this higher up. Like literally, like I've just been doing it. I've just been in the game longer. All you gotta do is put your mind to it, really focus on being grateful, have that attitude, and you can absolutely crush your goals and dreams, because I'm just a normal dude, and you are too. You can absolutely do it. It's okay to play PlayStation.